Hello and welcome back. This is a short video on improving ankle mobility. So specifically why we're doing that is in the context of different kinds of squatting. So if I come into a squat, part of the reason I'm able to bring the heel all the way down and sit comfortably is that I can bring these ankles into quite a lot of flexion, so there's mobility that supports me in that position. Similarly, if I'm in this Cossack squat position, it's the same thing happening here. Quite a bit of flexion happening there. So a lot of people, when they try to get into this position, for example, they can't bring that heel all the way down and support themselves, and therefore they fall. And of course, there's a lot happening on the straight leg, but the ankle is also a lot of times the reason why that happens. So to address this, we can isolate what's happening in the ankle, and a very simple exercise for that is to simply come into this position, which is called a Fisherman Squat. Not sure why it's called that, but it is. And so it's pretty straightforward. I have one shin on the floor, the other foot out, as if I'm a fisherman hanging out on a boat, waiting for some fish, something like that. And what we try to address and target here is this front foot, the ankle. So very simple. I can bring my hands on my knees and simply shift my chest and weight forward. As I do that, I'm right away feeling a flexion there and quite a bit of a stretch. Even for me, I'm comfortable sitting in a squat and a Cossack squat, so even for me, as I go forward, I'm like, it's there. It's quite a bit of flexion there. And something I didn't talk about is part of the reason that could be tight, it could be tight Achilles, right? Because right behind that joint here is our Achilles, and that will give it a nice, good stretch. So as I shift my weight forward, I'm like, I feel a stretch there. And for the sake of this video, let's go back and forth about 10 reps, and then we hold it on the very last one. So I'm just gonna go 1, to my end range, come back, 2, 3, 4, 5, please feel free to do it with me, 6, 7, 8, 9, and for the 10th one, I'm just gonna hold it for about 10 to 20 seconds. And slowly release, just so we balance things out. I'll do it on the other side, so feel free to shake it out if you need to. And you can totally feel that notice that there is different, the different sides are different, and that's totally normal and natural thing. So again, we're gonna go 9 reps and then hold it on the 10th one. Whenever we're ready. 1. Ooh, it is different on this side for me too. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and now we hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and we are going to slowly back out of it. So I'm sure wherever you are with your mobility of the foot, you will feel something as you shift forward. My recommendation is, depending on where you're at with this, do at least one more set. So do 2 to 3 sets, obviously doing each side. And another variation to make that even a bit harder, let me see if I have my ankle weight here. And I do. So you could take a weight, something heavy. Could be your little dumbbell, like nothing crazy heavy, 5, 10, 15 pounds. You definitely don't want more than that. You could do the same thing. So instead of just putting your hands here, you could put that weight and as you press the knee forward. It won't make a huge difference because you're still bringing a lot of tension to it by shifting forward, but it will do something. So you can gauge where you're at. Without weights should be more than enough. And once you do that enough times, over a long period of time, your ankles should be in a much better shape for more advanced movements like squat and a Cossack squat, and eventually when we go all the way down and then shifting all the way up, you're going to strengthen your ankles. Okay, that's all. Take care.